All right, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? So, I may cuss, but I don't curse. Let's get that situated. First, bars because I'm nice. About to get into some Gemini energy right now. Oracle reading. All right, 3 card draw ain't gonna hold you long. Same will apply. If you need me or you want me, you might want to do both. But there'll be a link to my website in the description box, and you'll be able to arrange an appointment very simply with me through my calendar. We could chop it up about a tarot reading, or we can do an astrological reading. If I pick apart your chart a little bit, bars. Even if you don't have a natal chart, I can still look at the current planetary transits and discuss some things with you based upon that as well. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you though. You get an hour. This card right here represents the situation at hand for the Gemini energy. Venus, hey yo, you know what I'm talking about? Love in the air. Let me stop. It might be valuation too. It just doesn't have to be love, right? Love for the self. This card right here represents how you feel about the situation. The Raven's Head. Pause. Hey yo. Hold on, we gotta look at that card. That's dope, right? Love this deck, man. And this card represents the factor to consider about all of this for the Gemini energy. The summertime. Summer. The season of summer. Okay. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to actually read the Venus definition. Alright. With the arrival of Venus, the senses open up as if for the first time. It is the planet of pleasure, of touch, of sensual delights. Venus is often depicted as romance or eroticism between people, but it can also be experienced as an all-out love affair with Mother Nature herself. Aphrodite emerging from the ocean is a classic example of Venus imagery, as is Cupid with his bow. No matter how old or jaded you are, when this card appears, it's a sign that attraction is at an all-time high. The laboratory is all right with love. You may be in love with the work, with the materials, with another person, or with the world itself. Seeing beauty in small moments is a sign Venus is in balance. An obligatory reminder that pleasure and pain are usually found intertwined. See, I'm an advocate of that. I guess I'm just I guess you could say an advocate of that because I've experienced that and I express that. The Raven's Head. Though alchemy is filled with a myriad of open-ended symbols, the Raven's Head has a precise message. It arrives to mark the beginning of the work. This card indicates something has occurred, known or unknown, to initiate the spinning of the alchemical wheel. With its mighty churning, things are about to change on every level. The Raven's work cannot be undone, just as the pill cannot be unswallowed or the pearl turned back to sand. You may be overwhelmed or think the journey ahead is not for you. Your doubts matter not to the Raven, as its appearance signifies it has chosen you. You are ready, and the moment is now. Can you go back to the way things were? Can you pretend nothing has changed? The Raven calls a clear no. Like caw like that. It does not apologize, as it knows your destiny is great. The summer. To experience summer is to be embodied. The summer air kisses every crevice of our body, opening us up in ways long forgotten. Lust, desire, laughter, sweat, physicality. These are all expressions of summer's fullness shining through. When this card appears, know that the senses are heightened and the work is nearing full expression. It may feel as though things are electrified or about to burst. Hey, yo, keep in mind that like all the alchemical... Keep in mind that like all the alchemical seasons, summer will soon pass. For now, everything in your narrative is fleshed out, and the story has just another chapter or two until it begins again. So revel in this time of ripening in rhythm. Celebrate, gather, connect. Whether the season is literal or metaphorical, let yourself be swept into the pulse of these hot and heavy nights. What I'm picking up on here is that you found love in something or someone. I would like to say it's a combination of both. I feel, because I'm feeling my way through this, I feel like you've gotten a spark relative to love. Someone has inspired you to either do something new or to continue doing the things that you've been doing. But in a way that is regenerative, meaning let's say you've been doing something for a while and you've become stagnant in doing it. This person has came on the scene and said, you know what, I love the way you do this. Oh, I love the way you did this. Why did you stop doing that? I can't understand. You're so good at it, or you look so good at it. That they might even compliment you on your looks when doing it. And this is something you may have not been so sure about. I'm heavily picking up on some type of artistic flair that's attached to this as well. And maybe that is why you pick it up and put it down, because our artists cannot just continuously create without withdrawing to reflect on what it is that they're actually creating. Your feeling about this is now you are more believing of this notion that you've dipped your toe in the water, so to speak, and it's like you've been recognized for this and you've been called. So it's not something that you can put down. The doubt that I'm seeing comes from, or came from, not believing that it can be a journey that is realistic. And a lot of the time with creativity, it's like that. Some artists, it might even be said that most artists are pretty insane, or at least on the edge, on the fringe somewhere, because, to draw in within oneself to create something that is not done before, it takes a level of insanity, so to speak. You know what I mean? And so one can have doubts when we live in such a materialistic world, or a monetary based system, that you can't rest your laurels on creativity alone, because you got to pay the bills. And art is something that doesn't always do that in the very beginning. With this crow here representing the beginning, it feels like you're doing this starting all over from zero, from scratch again, but it feels so good. It feels so good, and there's no turning back. You know this now. So there's a level of excitement that's here, and that's why the summer card is also drawn as the factor to consider, that this is hot and it's heavy. It's hot and it's heavy. But it is, because again, this person, whoever they are, and who they are, they got you hype. They got you in this vein that says, you know what, I can do this. Even if it's only this person that says this or sees this in me or about me, I know that I can do it, and it is destined for me. I think this has something to do with linking to childhood experiences as well, to where you may have thought that you couldn't follow this through because life got the life in, But this is at a point in your life to where, and this is a seasonal thing. So this ties back into what I was saying about artists in general. You can't always continuously be in that state of flow to create art. All right. So it's something to look at as being okay. You should be okay with this. But also know that when the time comes, and you will feel it, you will know, because of the season. It'll be hot and heavy. It'll be lustful. It'll be, even if it's a thing that you do, it's going to be lustful. And this person might be incorporated in that. Do what y'all do. I'm not judging you. You know what I'm saying? If y'all feel that way about each other and it's tied into work, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Just don't break the law. And with that being said, until next time, I'm out.